The reason I don't have the camera on right now is because I'm sitting, not honestly on the side of a road, but I'm sitting outside the gate of TJ Maxx I delivered last night. I was afraid I wasn't going to have a place to park, and a lot of times when you are polite and nice to people, they will help you out. That's why I learned a long time back. Don't be a don't be a butthead. Don't don't act like your stuff don't stink because it does. And if you're just nice to people, they'll help you out. So I spent the night right outside the gate over here at TJ Maxx. It was quite pleasant. And I woke up. There's another truck behind me, but I didn't attach to a trailer. When I'm done with the when I'm done with my this live, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to turn around and I'm going to get an empty trailer. If I don't get one here, I got more than enough time to go find one. But when I looked last night, there was two empty trailers in the back. What's going on, Mike? My man, Mike. Um, like I said, I'm gonna go back there and get the trailer. It's funny, on my dedicated route, I had to go the opposite way, about 10 miles the opposite way, so I knew where I was, and I knew I wasn't gonna be able to find no place, and why stress myself out? That's why, I'm up now. Made me a big old cup of coffee with some sugar-free creamer, which I kind of have a feeling I don't think this is sugar-free either. Probably makes my daggone sugar level spike. But Mike, I got a loaf and a half left of that so-called low carb bread. After that, I'm going to I'm gonna wean myself off. I'm just not gonna throw it out, because I'm definitely cheap. But it's time to get back on track. Uh, Yesterday, I fasted all day yesterday. I woke up this morning and had some chicken nuggets, and I guess I'll count the breading as my carbs, and that's all I had. Depending on how the day goes, and I ain't stressed out, I'm probably not going to um, indulge in anything else today, unless I get stressed out because I am an emotional eater. That's one of my many problems. Um, but we're I say we, but I'm going to figure this out. You know what I mean? I talk about other people all day long about they get arrogance and think they stuff don't stink. I'm the same way when it comes to my weight. I lost a total of 80 pounds. I thought my stuff didn't stink. And guess what? I gained a good bit of it back. I'm not proud of it, but I know I know that I'm like, well, I want to eat this. I want to eat that. I want to eat that cheesecake. I'm normal. I want to have that. I want to have that pizza with the pepperoni on it. I'm a normal person. I want to eat globs and globs of stuff that's not good for me and is killing me slowly with each song. Yeah, and yeah, um, the wife's a foodie, and I can't help it when I'm home because she'll cook all them carbs, and I'm telling her, please, please, for the love of God, no. Then she makes this face when I don't eat it. But I'm gonna have to hurt some feelings because I got to, and it's really not about it's it's about my sugar levels. I want them as low as possible. I want them as low as possible. So because the doctor said I can't have a cheat day. But my dumb behind goes from 1 day to a month, 2 months to 6 months. You know, that's not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. Yeah, I'm like you. I got no problem pre-cooking something and and eating it over and over and over. Uh, my early adult life, I grew up broke, so I ain't got no problem eat the same thing. You know, I can make that same thing into 30 different things. You know what I mean? Um, but it is um, it is one of my weaknesses. You know, because when you're out here, you be thinking all kind of crazy thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I just because like I said, I did in one of my shorts. I said, you don't know what tomorrow brings, and so forth and so on. So why not pig out? Well, I'm breathing heavy. My man boobs are hurting. That ain't helping none. Oh no, no. The cruise. I'm gonna have to fast all week up to the cruise because that's a luxury that I don't want to let go. So I need to go ahead and start getting ready for it now because we got one coming up in January. You know what I'm saying? The cruise. I don't eat the desserts as much, but the guys pigging it, the guys Burger Barn, bro, brother, bruh, bruh. And see, on these smaller ships, the food, we're going on a smaller, older ship, and the food is 9 times out of 10, the food is off the chain. It's phenomenal because it's an older ship, a smaller ship. They got to come with it. On the bigger ships, it's like processed and crappy and so forth and so on. It's like on the smaller ships, they got the a wok where you put all the food you want, the meat and all that stuff in one bowl, and the meat, vegetables, and everything, and they c- cook for you in a wok, and they've got uh the Italian there's an Italian restaurant, and they got an Asian restaurant, they got pizza all night. Eh, that's why I got to get ready now. It's because my sugar levels. I mean, the last two cruises we on, I didn't go crazy on the desserts, but I went crazy on everything else. All the carbs, the pastas, the breads, and that stuff. So I need to get some of this weight off now because you could gain like 10, 15 pounds on a cruise easy in 1 week. And when we do Norma likes she's got to get up every morning and walk. So I try, I drag Charles up there with me. We get out there and we walk. We didn't on these last two cruises. And the only reason we didn't on these last two cruises is because the ships were so big. When I looked on my Fitbit, after a day, we walked 8 miles on these big ass ships. So I know it's going to be crazy when we're going to Royal Caribbean. I think it's next year. I'm paying on it now. I think it's next year. We're going to Royal Caribbean. It's just a 3 or 4 day whatever, but it's going to be crazy. But see, the thing is, I know, and this is just me. I'm not picking on nobody. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm talking about me personally. I want to cut some of this stuff down because, again, I went. because I haven't been walking lately. I was wore out when I went to the store with Norma, and I'm like, why am I in such pain? I'm realizing, okay, I haven't been exercising and walking like I should. When you're out here, you've got these cockamamie hours. I'm supposed to pick up this load at 12. I'm gonna be there 3 hours early. 'Cause I'm hoping I can get them to get me going so I can get down the road. I can't be, done in the middle of the night. There's no parking. It's freaking stupid. But what I'm saying is, if I remove some, I'm not saying all, if I remove some of this weight off of me, good morning. Hey, good morning, ATM Tim. Well, if I remove some of this weight off of me, it will alleviate some of the pressure, some of the blood pressure, some of the my sugar levels, bring them back down without using a drugs that all have side effects. Now the thing I was taking this stuff. It's like a Sudafed wannabe, you know, but it kept my ear passages, my ear canals clear. And the doctor told me years ago, but I've been taking it for a long time. Turns out the side effects of that was raising my blood pressure. But I haven't been taking it for a while because I don't want my blood pressure to go through. But now my ears are aching. So, I mean, I got to go to the doctor to see if I can get something that's going, something natural, read up or find out something natural to keep my nasal passages clear so I don't have constant ear infections. You know what I mean? And I don't want to raise my blood pressure again. You know, I was wondering, I'm like, look, I'm on a diet, I'm doing all this, then my blood pressure's staying through the roof. Do you see what I'm saying? And that was one of the things. Letting everything upset me. The wind would blow. I'm acting like a fucking fool. I have to learn, like it or not, one way or another, some woosah. And as bad as that hurts my feelings, and I said it, could you imagine somebody else said it? Do you see what I'm saying? Exactly. But I need something that's going to keep it. The doctor said there's like a passageway between my ear canal and something that gets clogged up and it causes that earache. And that's why, I had been taking this stuff to clear it. But I'm going to find something. I'm going to go into one of these herbal stores and just start asking some questions, because it's got to be something. Um, there's got to be something natural that will help keep my sinuses clear. It's got to be something natural. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm going to be looking for because I'm sorry, I'm tired of taking these pills. I'm tired. I know I probably won't get off of them, but a lower dose is better than the high doses that I had to take. You see what I'm saying? The lower dose is better. But see, we as African Americans, because um, and it goes way back to the beginning where we just got the piece of crap meats, the ham hocks, and the freaking oxtails. But the ham hocks that one that pork. I like pork. I like bacon, but that's really it for me. Bacon, maybe sliced ham, but that's really it for me. But cooking it, my wife cooks everything with the ham hock. Tell you, babe, can you switch up? Oh, it's the flavor. I don't notice the difference. I'm sorry, I don't. And see, this is what the doctor told me. This the doctor told me. He said the reason why we tell you um to kill the salt, no salt, and all that. Salt in your body, that sodium gets in your, it's in your bloodstream, and it's like a sponge. It collects all of the water that's in your body. And what it does is it collects it in your bloodstream, and it fills it up to make it like a pressurized system. And it gets like a pressurized. And if you remove the salt, that salt won't in your the less salt in your bloodstream, it will remove that water won't be pressurized. It won't be like your veins won't be pressurized, and that's where you get that high blood pressure from. That's one of the ways to alleviate. That's why when a doctor gives you water pills, that's when a doctor gives you water pills, you're getting that water out your system, so the salt doesn't collect it and keep that thing pressurized. I learned just be by sleuthing, being a sleuth, because one day I was driving, I was in Tennessee, and I got dizzy. I literally got dizzy, and I got so scared I thought I was having a seizure, or I don't know if I thought it was a heart attack or whatever. I pulled over into a rest area. I took a whole bunch of aspirin, thin out my blood, and then the doctors in the emergency room telling me shouldn't have took all that aspirin. It wasn't a whole bunch, like 4 or 5 aspirins, and they were checking for that, but they could not figure out what the problem was. Well, the problem is because I am type 2 diabetic, I'm old, low testosterone. I was I go to the bathroom a lot. But what I did was I pushed out all of the potassium in my body. And that potassium, that lack of, what actually was making me dizzy. Tell me that ain't crazy. Exactly, ATM Tim. And I'm not getting on nobody but myself, because I love my wife's greens. I love all the fried stuff, but damn it, I can't have it no more. My life is finally going a whole lot better than it did from all of my adult life. I want to be around a lot longer. That sucks because I have to do these things. I'm not proud of it. I don't last that long, but look, the main word is I am trying. I'm trying. I'm not making excuses, but you gotta love a big fat, you gotta love a big fat man, like women be doing. You gotta love a big beautiful woman. No, y'all ain't big beautiful. You obese. You obese, just like me. I'm obese, and not because the European whatever says it. It's because I got titties. I need a bra. If I stand in front of a mirror and I see a big Buddha, I look like a high yellow Buddha. I'm obese to me, and that's not putting myself down. I got to do better. I'm not even saying I want a six pack because I actually have a hernia in my stomach from when the I had an operation, years ago, and it's something bust. And even when the doctor seen it, he said the surgeon said I could see it. And I was like, "How, boy, you got some eye." So I'm waiting to once I get all my credit cards paid down, I'm gonna get this a mesh done in my stomach to fix that. And but the thing is, like yesterday, I wasn't even hungry. I said, you know what? I'm gonna fast today. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat today, and I'm gonna try. I'm probably not. I'm probably gonna fast again. I got to jumpstart my system. Do you see what I'm saying? I got to jumpstart my system. Well, Norma, she's. I ain't say she goes crazy. So if she's listening in, which 9 times out of 10 she is, I just get on her because if you change your diet, you don't have to do all this other stuff. But she got this stuff. It's called Gu Guanabana. Guanabana. It goes in a tea, and it's supposed to regulate your blood sugar. Well, I'm gonna try it out. It's tea. I like tea. I'm gonna try that out. You know what I mean? Um, I have. You can't. Everything's on the internet. I screw the internet. I want a book. I would like to go into one of these bookstores and find something that teaches you the different seasonings and what they do and what they go good with. So I could learn how to get some good seasoning blends and season up food. Like you ever see the different blends of Mrs. Dash? Something like that. But but a Mrs. Dash with an African American flavoring in it. You know what I'm saying? Something in that aspect. That's what I'm looking for. Because I do like spicy foods. I do like stuff like that, but I don't want all of these poison. I know the poison's keeping me alive, but I want more herbal attachments. I'm gonna start buying um, more more salads and more stuff, more vegetables to bring into the fold of me being out here. Yeah, I'm gonna start enjoying that part of it again. I one of my loves is cooking, but I swayed away from it for a while, so I need to get back into it because if I'm gonna start eating healthy, I got to be the one cooking it. I got to be the one cooking it because I get, you know how women are. We make something. You make a piece of meat, a steak or a chicken or a beef or fish or poultry or anything. We're the sides. What the f? We're not in a restaurant. I made some stewed beef. Where's the rice? Okay, well we can have cauliflower rice. Do you see what I'm saying? We could have we can have substitutes. I don't want cauliflower. I want rice. Okay, that's then let's get a cheat day. I don't want no cheat day. I want it now. And see, this is what I'm saying. And it got me to really think about this because Norma was upset that her A1C was high. I ain't say nothing. I'm thinking in my head. I know why it's high. And then I sent her an article about this low carb bread that they've been lying about. They just took. They said, okay, stop the machine, get the labels that say low carb bread, and start the machine back up. That's all they did. And I've been eating this mess for about a year or two. Wondering how come I ain't losing. I'm getting sandwich after sandwich after sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Sandwich after sandwich after sandwich. And I'm like, why am I not losing? Why my man boobs coming back? You know what I mean? And again, I'm not attacking anybody else. I'm not even attacking myself. I'm just talking reality here. That even like I said, I spoke with the doctor, and when I lost, the doctor told me I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and I had diabetes. I went full tilt boogie, and I lost about 30 pounds and came back 2 months later. Took me off the high cholesterol, lowered my blood pressure medicine, and took me off the type 2 diabetes. Then I thought I was super ninja. I thought I was super ninja, and I'm probably back in the same position. I have to retrain my brain to acknowledge that I have to live different. You know what I'm saying? I have to live different. I can still have fun. I can still have that alcohol. The low carb beer, Michelob Ultra, and whiskey. Whiskey ain't got no sugar in it. I can have all the whiskey I want, but I don't want to have all the whiskey I want because it'll get me in trouble. And I like not being in trouble with the missus. You see what I'm saying? But let's change the subject for a minute. Let's. Good morning. Good morning. Let's change the subject for a minute. What the heck moment last night? This is what happens when my dumb behind gets bored and I got too much time on my hands. I went back online and I was at the auction site and I re-registered. And I'm looking at this Kabuto. It looked like a 60-inch, which I definitely don't need. A 60-inch lawnmower. It's professional lawnmower with 1,200 hours on it. And I'm looking at it and I was like, maybe you know what? This auction selling tractors, so they don't really want they really don't want the the lawnmowers on. I'm gonna put a bid on it. And the way you do is you can put a max bid and it'll do increments of $5 till it gets to that max bid. So okay, I'll go $100. But I did it wrong. And my first bid was $100. I said, son of a biscuit. And then I said, well, since I bid it on that one, then I bid on four. I bid on four more. I bid on four more lawnmowers. So now I have $400 out there. I have $400 out there, and I'm like, and I just sat there, and I'm like, I could do this, I could do that, and then I was like, wait a minute, how am I gonna get all these? If I wait, then I was like, wait a minute, oh man, you know. And I'm started thinking. I said, "Man, she gonna kill me. Let me. I'm gonna try to go back in there." As soon as I went back in there, I got outbid anyway. But I was like, "Whew, oh Lord!" But then I seen this. It's like a skid steer, but it's a stand-on. Thing is actually $32,000 brand new. But I'm thinking I'm gonna win it. Man, I'm gonna put a max bid of $100. I'm 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 gonna put a max bid of $100 on this skid steer. Hey, good morning, Urban. And I'm sitting here being delusional, right? Because nobody's bid on it yet. Because the people that got the money ain't woke yet. The auction's today at 9 o'clock, and I'm like, yeah. I just get that. But then I have to get a different trailer to get it to pull it because it's heavy as heck. And I'm like, you know what? I need to stop. I said I need to stop this bullshit. And I removed my max. I removed my max bid, and I put it at $5. There's no way I'm not gonna be outbid. I got a max bid on a $30,000 machine for $5. So I was like, okay, let me leave that alone and stay away from that site. I said, you know what I'm saying? I said, let me leave this slow and stay away from that stupid site. And because I was like, oh, I'll just go on it next month. I have enough money then, right? And then I looked, it said live auction. Live auction, you don't want to do these live auctions. You know why? Because the auctioneer, instead of starting the next piece of equipment at zero, that mother effer, what he does, whatever the last one sold for, that's where he starts the next one at. So you definitely ain't getting no deal. You definitely ain't getting no deal out of that. I'll tell you right now. So I'm probably gonna stay away, but y'all pray for a brother so I don't, so I get away from it. I'm just saying, just pray for me so I can stay away from these daggone things. But and that's what I was like really saying. But I put yesterday in a live. I put in an open invitation for its Shantarment, which is a husband and wife team that they have a YouTube channel on there, and the wife was saying that she was really nervous and stuff, and I put in a open invitation to, if you ever want to get some practice, you can come over here and come up on the panel. That's why I put the invitation up there at the front if one to come up, because this just this takes practice. Being on here, being dedicated to it. You will screw up. We were talking about the ums, and I remember when I first started doing this, and I get quiet and start umming, and Charles would call me in the middle of the live, which would knock me off the live. Hey man, don't be quiet. Say something. Well, I'm trying to say something, Ninja. I ain't got nothing left. The tank is empty. And you just get that practice of having fun and enjoying the foolishness that goes on with the conversation. Do you see what I'm saying? The foolishness that goes on with the conversation. And we did when we did one Sunday. I I did that intro, and the people that was shared out to, they were like, "What the heck?" And Urban and I bring it had to explain the concept behind that. And I just could not see. I was in tears from laughing so freaking hard. I was in tears from laughing so freaking hard because these people don't know the foolishness that goes on with us on in this group this early in the morning, because this is where I'm getting the praxis and laughing about something as stupid as surviving out here on the road, and the nastiness. I was gonna post one that I walked in. I walked in. That's why I'm happy with my toilet, because I don't really like putting my butt nowhere else, because I see the stuff that be in these truck stops. And how could, if you do that on the road What are you doing at home, bro? What are you doing at home? I'm talking that stuff, but yo, this is some nasty behind stuff. These people are nasty out here. And you were wondering why that you wonder why you sick, and you wondering why stuff passed along. You wondering why this nastiness, and you wonder why we need to take this and we need to take that and all this other crap. You ever look, next time you get a chance, next time you get a chance, say you go to a gas station, just buy a can of soda, whatever soda that you drink, or if it's like, or whatever tea or whatever. Watch the nasty behind. Good morning, from the nasty behind person. They take the top of their hand and put it on the top of that can, right around where you put your lips at. Do you see what I'm saying? And then they grab it up there, and then they ring it up. But you don't put your hands on where I'm going about to put my lips at. And I understand why we drink straw, use straw. That one straw, you could be in the middle of Ohio, but it's gonna make it to the ocean. That's what everybody say. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I don't understand it. There be sometimes half the time I gotta hold it with my own hands to let them point it to them, saying, "Look, I'm trying to tell you, don't put your grubby ass hands on my cans. I'm about to drink this stuff." And because then you can hear them upchuck, and that wet cough. Yeah, watch out with the bleach though, because if you put bleach on one of these things, make sure you do it outside. You'll see what I'm talking about. There's a chemical reaction. Trust and believe. But Urban, look into. They have they're called compost toilets. I don't know if that would change anything or whatever. But you wonder why stuff passes along so quickly. Why normally don't catch the flu, but then you're around all these people, and then you got to take this pill or that pill. Yo, come on, man, come on, you know. And this is what I'm saying with that. And like Wellness of Frugamon just came in. I'm gonna. I don't know what day I'm gonna start, but I got some brand new push up bars. I'm going to see if I'll do 10 push ups a day, and each week maybe move that up an increment of 5. I don't think I can, it won't be 20, but 5 or 10 increments until I get to 50. So I do 50 push-ups every morning before I do my live. I'm looking for something to jumpstart my, with the metabolism or whatever, and jumpstart my body's ability to combat maybe this old age. You know what I'm saying? And hey, just like you said, guys, remember it's 7 o'clock Eastern. I gotta get an intro song for Frugal Mama. Catch that beat. Oh, wait a minute. Urban says she gonna start squats. I'll do it. Um, that's something easy because you out here. I get out in this truck. It's dark in the morning. I don't want to be trying to be all healthy and get bopped over the head. I can do the squats and I get the bops in the head. See, I see. Well, this is about Miss T was talking about it. Trying to help. I'm encouraging folks when y'all leave me, go ahead next door, go to Wellness and Frugal Bob, but keep it rolling. Help us each other out. Do you see what I'm saying? We help each other out. We're gonna move to the next level. The next, what the next level for one person could be something different for somebody else. You know, people make something that starts out fun into an overabundance of pain, suffering, and tragedy. I don't want that to be me. That's not the person that I am. I'm happy and I enjoy being happy. When I make myself sad, I have to change up. And right now, I want to change up my health. I've been watching y'all. I'm gonna I got one pot, this one plant, but I'm gonna start. I want to do like a platform, like one of them small plastic bin platforms, and have some pots and plants in here that I could grow, and that's going to be something that I've been thinking about. Shoot, you said you hate doing cardio. I hate doing any of it, but I need to do it. And see, I guess the more I talk about it, I'm gonna shame my own self into doing it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna shame my own self into doing it because I want to be around. And that'd be the crazy thing. I get all healthy and skinny and slim and have a six pack and get ran over by a truck, get ran over by a bus. Jesus, I hope not, because if I do all that and get I'm not even saying a six pack. If I get a two pack and you run me over, I'm coming back to haunt your behind. I'm coming back to haunt you. But all right, it's time to switch the subject again. Yesterday, this is one thing I stopped at one of my favorite places is what is the name of this place? I did a video on it yesterday. I did a video on it yesterday. And I bought some stuff. I bought some stuff. Oh, it's called Rural King. Hold up, what's that? You like I don't really like to talk about my wife's some of the stuff, but she her mother. It took me a minute because I'm a man. It takes us a minute to understand somebody's pain. Her mother had a heart attack in I think her 40s and passed away. Well, that affected her really bad, and she exercises a whole lot. She has we have this treadmill. This ain't no regular treadmill. This is one of them treadmills that goes one leg goes up, one other leg goes down. You can't do more than 10 minutes without falling the heck out. This thing ain't no joke. She's got all kind of weight equipment. She's got all kinds of stuff. We have this mirror. It's a mirror that hooks up to the internet, and you see a videotape of someone in the background, and they have this big platform where they could see you if you want them to encourage you. Come on, you can do it. You got this. Blah, blah, to the left, and she she's nonstop. And when I think At first, it bothered me, but now I think it's sexy that she doesn't give up, and I'm all for it. I'm all team Norma. She can do it. Go for it. Uh, but I think that's from what had happened in the past. But I stay quiet with it. I When I was a child, my father thought I was going to be this football star, but I got a heart of gold. I don't. Well, actually, I do. I didn't realize I do, but I was going to say I don't have the killer instinct, but I do because I'm a little bit crazy. I get it from him. But at the time, I didn't want to play football. I wanted to be a chef, and he wanted, he wanted to do the helicopter or whatever, and it made me get up and made me run every morning and made me exercise, and I hated it. And maybe that's what I'm fighting now. Maybe that's what I'm doing to myself, that I got older. I don't have to do it, but I do, because I don't want to be breathing heavy or whatever. I want to be able to walk without being in pain. I want to be able to, if something goes down, run like hell, or if I get into a fight, if you last more than 60 seconds, you're going to kill me because I'm going to fall the hell out. You know what I mean? It's these simple things that I'm ready to get rid of. It's like when you see somebody jumping rope, like you see Jay Jordan jumping, that's not easy. That's a lot of work, and he got that big ass heavy rope. I had a little rope, and I'm out of breath. Like, well, how did they do this? I can't even do 60 seconds. What the hell? So I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to come back with a vengeance. I'm going to understand and get to that. But okay, I'm gonna show y'all something. See if you guys can see it. Yeah, the sun's finally out. Okay, let's see if we can do this. All right, I went to um, it's called Rural King, and what that is, it's like a Home Depot, but no, it's like a Tractor Supply store. And y'all, you guys know that I've been working on an old Ryan core aerator, right? Well, it's missing the handle that engages from run to aerate to transport or whatever, which is nothing but a long screw. So guess what I bought? I bought a screw. So this part right here, I can grind down. That part right there, I can grind down. I'm gonna grind that down with. I got a grinder. That part I can grind down. So what I'm going to do, and what it is to engage in each one. It's got two holes. So you put that through the first hole, and then you put it through the second hole, and it locks it in. So, like, say for example, I'm going to switch it. I pull it back and move it up, and then put it in the next hole. Do you see what I'm saying? So I figured if I get me one of these, right, and if you look, I got a little lever. It's a knob shift lever. And what I'm going to do is put it right on the end of that, screw it in. So now I can push it down in the hole, move it up, pull it out, and put it back in. Do you see what I'm saying? So now I have a lever that'll lock it in. And I could there's like these metal rings. I could put a little metal ring right there and clip it on there so to stay in place. Or I can like a spring in the spot, like right there. Let it go through the spring, and then I pull it to move it, switch it, and that spring will shove it back that way. So these are the things that I do when I'm figuring out, because the stuff that I had bought and I don't need to be buying again. So that's why we were laughing earlier that I don't need to be buying again because the stuff is so old that they don't make the parts for it no more. So I have to come up with an idea to fix it. So they have a part it'll be able to engage or disengage. And the lever is kind of bent, so I got to take it off. I got a little blowtorch, and I'm gonna heat it up and bend it back and repaint it. Um, that's going to be part of the next couple of videos that I do because that's it's something that I'm passionate about. It's something I'm enjoying and having fun with, and that I plan to fix and plan to make. Um, Even if I don't sell it, I'll have two good working pieces of equipment that again, I like I said, I was telling I you know I love trucking, but I don't want to do it for the rest of my. I don't want to do it for the rest of the life. So I might get a local job, still trucking, and start slowly into, um, mowing lawns and doing side hustles, side work, and stuff like that till it takes off. Then I can go and do that. Do that full time. But who knows? Who knows what the future holds or what the future is going to bring. Right now, I'm figuring stuff out and trying to have, a backup for a backup. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us think you're gonna be this YouTube star, you're gonna make all this money. You're really not. You're pushing to get monetized, and you gotta do a lot after you get monetized to even get that first 100. I'm sorry, I don't feel like I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but you got to know the reality of it. So that's why I every 2 weeks I invest $20 on a stock. Every 2 weeks, I put $50 into this stock portfolio. I'm looking to find something, buy it as cheap as I can. I made $700 on a mower that I bought for 200, but it took 3 years to sell it. You know what I mean? I I could have got more for it, but I was done. I needed the room. Time to go. You know what I mean? Time to go. Uh, y'all pray that I stay away from this auction site because it's gonna be it's coming up. Y'all pray for a brother. I need to stay away from this auction site. Pray for me. No, but yeah, nah. I think right now I don't think I think I need to stay away from it. Right now, she ain't gonna be too happy. I'm just saying. But I'm going back to my first love, which is my lawn mowers, my lawn care, and my stuff like that. You know, um, that's why when I get by these places, I have these ideas. I've been writing them down in a book. I've been writing them down in a book. That book has been helping me um, stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Stay focused, with my ideas. And like I said, right now, all I'm gonna do is pull that pin out of one hole, move it up, put it in another. But if I can find a way to engage with a spring, I can pull it, put it with some washers and let go, and it'll go back into the other hole. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure it out. I'm gonna figure out a way, and when I do, I'm gonna do a video one and send pictures, and we're gonna figure it out. And that's the fun part of doing these things and enjoying the part of the life of a DIYer and all of these other things that are part of my this channel. We get up here, we laugh, we joke, And guys, just as always, just know this is for entertainment purposes only. This is I'm not picking on you. You're not picking on me. We're just talking here. We're bringing up subjects. We're bringing up things to have fun. Take it with a grain of salt, and then let it go. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what you've been through. You don't know what I've been through. I could tell you a million stories, but you still don't know what I personally been through. I don't know what you've been through. You could have been dragged, dragged through the woods for all I know. I don't know. So, if something bothers you, look, I apologize, and let's move on. And I'm not saying that because nobody said nothing. No, it's not like that. It's just you know, we've all got our demons, we all got our ghosts, we've all got everything that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And just let it go, and then we could just have fun. We can have fun on this channel. And again, if I've missed you, thanks for coming in. Thanks for the folks coming in on the replay. This is a good family that and my wife's like, this ain't your family. This is you guys are my digital family. You're loved, you're well appreciated. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, I'm seeing folks say, I need my time, I need this, I need that. Get your hours, even though the great deletion is coming up in a couple of months. Get your hours organically so you can be proud of it. Don't force it, because if you run into the algorithm, you run into the algorithm, they could get mad and delete your channel. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you just say, "Hey, y'all get a chance, watch one or two videos," I greatly appreciate it. If you get a chance, like my man Mike helps everybody. If y'all get a chance, go watch one or two of his videos. Help him grow his hours. He's at the cusp. He's at the cusp of getting over getting over the hump. Help him grow. You know what I'm saying? Mike spot squirrels and seeds. you know exactly. You know, people. There's good people and people need help, but make sure that it's organic. Don't force nothing, because YouTube don't want to come off that money. They want any reason to get rid of you. They want any reason to get rid of us. So let's learn how to play within the parameters. Learn how to pray with it, not pray, but play within in the game, so that you can make the points. You know what I mean, guys? I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. And as always, just want to say appreciate you. May God keep you. May God hold you. May God protect you in everything that you do today and always forevermore. And as always, if you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you and God loves you too. You guys be good out there today. Peace out. And check out Frugal Mama. She's up next. I gotta go pick up this empty and get the heck out of Dodge. So peace out, fellas. Deuces.